Previously on Edgemont.
I saw the emails you sent my brother when he was still with Jennifer. Totally sleazy.
That's out of line.
And totally futile. Because you know what? You and Mark won't last, and they'll get back together.
You actually think that my whole life is still based on my relationship with you? Talk about an egotistical jerk.
If you had something to say to her, you should have said it to her personally. I honestly thought you had more integrity.
If you had more integrity, we'd probably still be together.
Annika. Oh, hey, Kelsey.
I like that combination. It's very witty.
You guys didn't, did you?
Didn't what?
Take those photos, the ones on the website?
Photos? Website.
Somebody borrowed some photos of my brother out of a photo album, and now they're on the internet.
Hang on, is this an accusation?
You guys were at our house yesterday.
You think we went through your private possessions and borrowed your things?
I think that's exactly what you did.
You offer someone your friendship.
And then they turn on you.
Honestly, Aaron, sometimes I despair.
You saw him in a diaper at 6 months. Do you want to see him naked at 16? Wow, 187 hits on yes.
They wouldn't dare.
Sure they would.
I like to jump up high and scream. Don't know exactly why, just because I can. And I'd like to think I was cool if I met me on the street. But I don't really know exactly who I need. I'm staring into nowhere in this pale blue light of sky. Don't be afraid to jump out, you've got to learn to fly. I'm singing these familiar songs and changing all the words until it makes no sense. Let's stop the world and start again.
Derek,
What?
it's your court date today.
No, it's not till this afternoon.
You're hungover.
Look, I just had a few drinks with my friends, okay?
Derek, you're an adult. You're not a young offender. This could be serious. Just promise me you'll shave and shower and possibly even wear a suit and tie.
Look, will you just back off, okay? Not a total pig.
Just look at you. Can you just get it together once?
Of course it was Annika.
Her idea anyway, but somebody else had to set it up.
Aaron, she gets A's in computer lab. Little suck.
Just relax.
Chris, this is evil. It's like a total invasion of your privacy.
They're just looking for attention, so we don't give it to them.
Hey, I just talked to Robinson, and I told him the rally proves Kat has the backing of the entire student body.
Craig, 12 people showed up.
I also told him that expelling her for expressing her beliefs is a violation of basic human rights.
And?
And he said, I'll let Miss Diostade return when she apologizes to Mr. Stewart. Good day, Mr. Woodbridge.
You tried. Now let it go.
No way. I'll phone the newspapers and the TV stations again, and if that doesn't work, I'm thinking a hunger strike. Hey, Mark. Hello. My name's Still Mud, and you are?
Fed up. You were a jerk yesterday.
Yeah, well, you didn't help much.
Okay, maybe I didn't. I'm sorry if my letter to the Sun helped egg Kat on, but it was an honest opinion.
And now my little sister's still hanging out to dry.
Give her a few days.
After another week of daytime TV, she's gonna be bored stiff anyway. Okay, maybe I was being a jerk. We still friends?
We've come through way worse than this.
Going to a wedding or something?
I hope it isn't a funeral.
Derek's court date.
When I left, he was deciding what to wear. The jeans with the holes in the knees or the jeans with the hole in the bum.
Hey, this is the guy that showed up at his grad dance.
In a lime green tux, yeah.
Hey, Derek was born lucky. I mean, no matter what happens to him, he always comes up smelling like roses.
Maximum's 2 years in jail. See you in class.
See ya.
Are you sure there's only one M in demographics?
Annika? Hi. As a friend, when I started seeing Chris, I had no idea you still had feelings for him.
Excuse me?
But you need to give this up. This whole website thing.
Everywhere we go this morning, people keep talking about websites.
It's just total proof you're still obsessed with him. Everyone thinks it's a bit pathetic, basically. At least they would if they were paying any attention, which they're not. Especially me and Chris.
Poor Tracy.
Poor stupid Tracy.
So you still seeing Cheryl?
No, Cheryl was last week. These days I'm hanging around Amber.
It's not a race, Travis.
It's life, man. Might as well enjoy it.
Yeah, right.
Hey, I learned from the best. So, how's it going with you and Laurel?
It's gonna be fine. I just gotta clear some stuff up.
There's just no way.
Because of Jennifer?
It's exactly like Kat said.
Kat said?
Mark and Jen belong together. Even if they don't realize it.
Last I heard, they were shouting at each other in the hallway.
Exactly. They can't let go.
Kat said this too? Just a suggestion, but maybe you want to consider the source.
Jordan Rosal?
Mark. He edits the school paper. He wants me to do some writing.
Hey, great. Seems like a nice guy.
You don't even know him.
Well, he looks like a nice guy. Edits a nice newspaper.
I'm glad you think so.
And I guess this means you're gonna be spending a lot more time with him.
Where are you going with this?
Nowhere, just, you know, you're gonna wind up dating other guys, and to be honest, it's gonna feel kind of weird.
You and I broke up.
But we're still friends. That's important. I want to be clear. We're both gonna date other people. And we're both okay with that, right?
You want my permission to date Laurel?
No, I mean, I'm not asking for permission.
Of course not. I mean, you didn't need it when we were still together. Why would you need it now?
Look, all I meant was...
No, I know what you meant. We're leading separate lives now. And the answer is yes. We're free to date whoever we want.
Chris. Did I get better looking since yesterday?
I just came from computer lab. Someone updated the website. Man.
They're taking your clothes off.
I've added some text, too.
Chris Laidlaw's seduction journal.
Dear Diary, I have tried to seduce many women, but most of them make you work much too hard. I have finally met the perfect solution.
Click here to meet Miss Availability.
That cow.
So what are you cutting?
Nothing. Got a free period.
Too bad. I keep looking for that first sign of rebellion.
Guess you got the wrong girl.
No. Got the right girl. Just not sure she believes that yet. I left a couple messages on your machine last night, but you didn't call me back.
I had a lot to think about.
I talked to Jennifer. She's totally okay with you and me seeing each other.
So you talk it through with Jennifer, and now it's full speed ahead.
Well, I thought that might have been what was bugging you.
Look, there's one person you keep forgetting to ask about this. Me. And I don't want this.
We don't want what?
Us. Studying.
Number 1, your primary relationship is still with Jennifer, whatever you may.
That isn't true.
Number 2, I hate living under a microscope. And number 3, we have absolutely nothing in common. We argue constantly.
You've rehearsed that.
I thought it through.
Look, I don't care what you think. What matters is what you feel.
I feel there's no point talking about this.
I'm really trying here, Laurel. I mean, first, I'm a criminal because I'm not being honest. I want to try to be upfront with everybody.
Mark?
Not now.
It's Kat.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the middle of something here.
It's pretty major. So, getting things worked out?
Swear to me you had nothing to do with that website.
Oh, come on.
Is that really how you think of me? Miss Availability?
How do you see me? As some guy who would humiliate you in public? I think you're great. I mean that.
I've never even owned a bathing suit like that. They've stuck my head on somebody else's body.
At least it's a really nice body.
I just meant they could have given you an ugly one.
What are you gonna do about this?
Like I said, ignore him. Never let him see you sweat.
Of course, we won't exactly be staring at your armpits.
Fine. You handle this your way.
She's even sexier when she's mad.
Aren't you supposed to be tracking a website? Do it.
It's a good thing we're friends, Laidlaw. You really know how to tick people off.
Mom said she wants you to move in with Dad?
Dad and his girlfriend, so I can get transferred to a school in Richmond.
Nice of her to discuss it with us.
Richmond's not that bad.
I'm not going, so you can't have my room. I'd rather live on the street in a cardboard box.
You're not gonna move out with him, okay? I won't let that happen.
Like, you can stop it.
You can stop it. Apologize to Stewart and Ravinson.
No!
You've made your point, Kat. Now, let it go.
I can't. It's not about me. It's about basic student rights.
You think Ravinson gives a damn about your rights? The next time he thinks about you, he's gonna be putting an F on your report card.
I'm going to prove it was you.
Go for it, Nancy Drew.
And when I do, I'll tell Ravinson.
Oh, and I'm sure he'll believe it coming from the girl who helped Kat set up her website.
In fact, you're a computer whiz yourself, are you not?
Coincidence?
I think not. Here's a theory, Nancy. In a twisted and pathetic attempt to draw attention to you and your new boyfriend, you set up the website.
Oh, come on.
Erin, do you have to register websites?
Annika, I believe it's the law.
Well, I wonder if they traced this website, who it would be registered to.
Oh, it will be traced, Annika, and then we'll see. Meanwhile, try and get over him.
Don't your parents understand at all?
Mom just wants to get back at Dad by sticking me into his love nest. I'm a pawn in her little agenda.
Look, we might have to back down on this.
If I back down, I lose my self-respect, right?
Okay, I'll talk to Ravinson again, but if that doesn't work,
You can chain me to the maple tree in my front yard.
well, hey, I'll join you. Chained back to back.
You mean that, don't you? You're the only one that's ever been there for me. I really appreciate it.
Using political activism to come on to girls?
What are you talking about?
Craig, she's got a major crush on you.
She does not. We're just friends.
Okay, you're friends. And you're not gonna solve her problems by chaining her to trees.
I've tried to apologize.
Why?
What would you possibly have to apologize for?
But I'd like you to stop. If not for my sake, then for Tracy's.
Spare me. As if you actually like her.
If it stops right now, I'm still willing to forget it ever happened.
Is that a threat?
Let's call it a generous offer. And I'd appreciate it if you passed the message along to your little elves, whoever they are.
You? How's it going?
Oh, under the circumstances.
I've been meaning to call.
Why would you? We broke up. Oh, yeah, go ahead. I've heard all the jokes. What do you say to McMahon when he's wearing a suit? Will the defendant please rise?
Hang on. Is that today? When?
A couple hours ago.
It's over? What happened?
100 hours of community service. The judge was a woman.
Figures. 50s, maternal time?
They just love him.
What I tell you, horseshoes.
His lawyer told her he was a good kid who went wrong after high school, and now the arrest was a wake-up call. Now he realizes he wants to go back to school and pursue his teaching degree.
He does?
I couldn't exactly tell the truth.
Your Honor, my client intends to move to Thailand and open a nightclub.
So now we've got him for the next month.
We?
The school. He's gonna work in the phys ed department. He's gonna help teach some classes and help coach the rugby team.
Cool. It'd be great to have him back.
I hope it humiliates him. Maybe then he'll get his act together.
Maybe we should get this judge to have a word with Kat.
I'm glad you dropped by.
Yeah.
And I meant what I said about you and Laurel.
There's no me and Laurel. Things didn't work out.
Do you want to talk about it?
You want to hear it?
No. You feel like doing something?
Yeah, like what?
I don't know. Go outside and shoot some hoops? I mean, if that doesn't sound like a good idea.
No, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I just talked to the guidance counselor and we came up with this.
Homeschooling.
Yeah. Just get your mom to write a letter and send it in.
Guess I might get her off my case.
Yeah. And it can always be temporary. As soon as Revinson lets up, you can go back to school. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Again.
Whoa, whoa.
Don't you ever knock?
I was just dropping off some forms for homeschooling. Listen,
Maybe I've been kind of a jerk.
Hey, maybe I deserved it.
Thanks for helping Kat out.
Thank Laurel. It was her idea.
Nobody threatens me.
But you heard what Tracy said. They'll try and trace the website.
And you said they wouldn't be able to.
Well, sure, as far as I know, but
I thought you hated him too.
we've decided to finish the job.
Sure.
So what do I do?
Hi, it's Mark calling for Laurel. I just want to say thanks for what you did for Kat.
You're welcome. I really hate it here.
What, the place or the people?
Both. The place. I don't really know the people. Hardly have any friends.
Yeah, well, that's mainly because...
I know.
I mean, if you don't let anyone in...
Mark, really helpful right now if you just shut up and listen. I love Toronto. And then my mom gets a contract And suddenly I'm living on the other side of the country.
Just give it time.
The end of June. That's when our contract's up. And after that, who knows? I could be going back home or someplace else.
You never told me.
So what's the point in building a life if it's only a few months? Why would you get involved with someone? I mean, who knows? You might actually fall in love.
And get hurt.
Yes.
So I guess it's just not worth the risk.
You tell me.
I've been trying to. Any way I could.
I'm not an easy person.
No kidding.
And everything I said today is still true. We have absolutely nothing in common. And it's way too complicated.
And what else?
I forget.
Technically speaking, you are naked. You're both wearing socks.
Okay, Annika. You started it.